are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
So Showtime, I don't know if you noticed about this, about the first three Trails games, but they did have.
They all lead to each other.
Well, no, the whole series is related to each other. First off, like that's why it's starting all the way back here. Like these three games, like apparently Cold Steel 3, like brings them all together or something. I don't know. Like it's this whole thing. I'm trying to see spoiler free, but learn a lot about the series. So I've been like watching some YouTube videos that aren't very spoilery and stuff. So I've learned about the characters, but not like anything really that happens in the story. I don't know anything really that goes on besides like what people are and what they do. I know that like the Crossbell arc is about cops and that are in Crossbell, and that they don't really do too much adventuring outside of Crossbell and stuff like that. But like that's all I really know. But they're all interconnected. Which I love, and that's why it's kind of hooked me. And I really like the turn-based action of it. That's kind of what's hooked me. Okay, difficulty. Oh man.
Mega hard.
Normal, average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge. Hard, a difficult setting for those who find normal a bit lacking. And nightmare, it's your funeral. Damn, Raph said in all caps. Normal. Nightmare it is. Just kidding. Definitely no. Okay, I'm sure that. Okay, definitely normal. Okay. Okay. Oh, the music is so pretty. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild said he'd be home today too. Oh, I'm gonna say this name wrong. And Cher's gone traveling around the kingdom of some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Man's voice. Hi, I'm home. I feel like it sounds supposed to say that because it's man's voice. Hey, I'm home. Speak up just a tad. Oh, okay. Sorry. Normally I'm too low. Sorry. Daddy! Sorry to keep you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? His name is Cassius. Dope. Giggle. Of course I did.
If there's a brother, you have to call him Nissan.
Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Sexist pig! Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes with jewelry? No! I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. No, why don't you come have a look? Oh, shit. Boy. Yo, that's a big kid for him to be carrying around like that. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Yeah, what do you think? You just brought a dead boy home? Chill. Estelle, damn. Looks kind of dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. Cassius! Chill, my dude. Chill. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? What? You judging me right now?
Weird-ass gender roles.
That's what I said. Heather just said weird-ass gender roles. That's what I said. Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? What? Yo, is the dialogue like this in the game? Like it's
Estelle will become really, really fun. Trust me.
nice. Everybody,
Also-
rap prime.
Also, I'm just popping in to give you two quick things. It's Shara,
Share.
and her full name is Sherazard, kind of like Charizard, yes. And number two, it's Cassius.
Cassius. Like cash. Cash is money. Cassius. I got it. Raph Prime is our Legend of Heroes aficionado. And he will be here during our Legend of Heroes streams to set me right on pronunciations and answer my questions when what the fuck is going on. Eden, hello. We just beat Final Fantasy IV, and now we're going to play another 20 or 30 minutes or so of the first Trials in the Sky game.
And also to point out how you're fucking up in battles.
Yes, that's true. Look, we all know that's true. And he goes, do you want spoilers if you're doing things wrong or something could be better? I said, absolutely. I just don't like to get things wrong and then do battles over again. And so if you can give me a pointer, then I'm fine with it. A new game? Indeed, Chapstick, a new game. Laugh my ass on that life gets me every time. I know, it's out of control. Where have you been picking up these kind of words? I know, right? For real. Whoop. No doubt from Charizard. Not Charizard. Charizard, I assume. Yep, that's right. Stevie, you're a pro gamer, so there's no chance you would fuck things up, right? Eden, have you been to the stream before? Have you watched me on Scott's stream? Like... Alright. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. Yo, you just met this boy that was knocked out and brought his ass home. Was like, fuck it, I guess they ain't got no parents. Let's bring him back to the crib. Sus. Shara, like share, but with an A at the end. Shara. Shara. Got it. Cassius. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why don't you just leave me there to die? Why not? That's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way work for you? Just don't toy with me, Cassius. Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Nathan! Yo, she just like whacked his ass. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just going to make it longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I know, right? I'm Estelle. Like I was supposed to. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you hear me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the subject. Oh. Ow. Quit yelling. Alright already. But you jumping me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in the house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know that thing people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... What? Oh, we're just not gonna know. We're just not gonna know. Got it. Hey, Persona, what's up? Oh, look at the opening. Let's go. It's beautiful. The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the sky. Get staffed. You said it correctly, I know, right? Cassius. Money millionaire. Stevie no Kuseki, I want that to be the next game, I know, right? That's what they say, so they get hit with the big stick. Yeah. Oh, chill, don't shoot. Look at that ponytail. Oh, look, stuff. There's things in the sky. Whoa! Ooh. Is this supposed to be that grainy? Is it because I set the resolution super high? That's the Bracers Guild symbol. I know that. Oh, ah! I have no idea who any of these people are. That is true, Raph. Oh, I'm getting motion sickness. I have no idea who any of you are. I know her. The Legend of Hero. Trails in the sky. Let's go. Raph, link those to me. Would you mind sending them to me in Discord? Oh, now, okay, so now she's grown up. How old are we talking here? Oh, it's so bright in here. Yawn.
14.
Man, I slept like a rock. This must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. Those two links you just put in chat, will you send it to me in Discord? I want to do something with them. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. So his name is Josh, right? Did they change his name? I don't know. It's weird. We gotta wake Joshua's ass up. Ah, I guess that's a no. Oh, that's him outside playing some music. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. This music is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's actually pretty cool music.
They're not lying to me.
I would never lie to you, Showtime.
That's not true at all.
You're right.
You lied to me at the birthday thing.
That's true, I did, but it was for your own goodness. Is it for your own benefit? Benefit. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. No, it's already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling the beautiful woman from her slumber? Wow, chill, Estelle. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. Tis, tis, tis. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I'm clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though, cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use the staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that I don't do something that uses my whole body. I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with that. With just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. Alright, so I'm calling this right now. And I want you all to know, I'm going to be full disclosure. I have played the first like 15 minutes of this, and that's when I decided to stream it. I haven't got much further than this point right here, but I thought it then, and I think it now. Joshua and Estelle, they're 100% hooking up. Like, there's nothing y'all can say. All of y'all probably already know. I don't know anything about what happens, but they're hooking up.
I know what happens.
Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? Who you call him rude? Oh, you be. You gave me the finger on Twitter. Alright, that's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. Man's voice. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? Cassius. It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once you're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore, either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch to see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that I won't be long before I pass you, too. Chill out, Anakin Skywalker. Holy shit. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on our day, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills you've been learning in training. Don't you remember? Oh, I'm gonna fuck this up. Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework. Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a what? A what? A sweeve? A sieve? I don't know. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Huh? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us? Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy, scary things get when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I like to eat, huh? How about ruin-style scallop fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think it's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say it's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. We're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Receive 500. Here, let's go. We're rich, bitch. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. All right. Thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Charizard my regards.
Charizard?
I don't know if I'm still saying it right. Is there any? Isn't there like a super fast mode? Oh God. We're like the fucking Flash. Is there anything that I need to get? I don't think there is, right? Like, we're just going into town here, right? There's a standing log for staff practice. Oh. I guess I can't practice staff stuff yet. Elise Highway. North Roland, South Gurn Gate. Okay, so I need to go north. Yeah, not yet. You're still but a babe. We got it. Thank you. So we're in the town now. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed you'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck today. It's our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. All right, then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Sheriff. You look ready to meet. Let's go meet with Sheriff at the Bracers Guild over there, then. We also need to pick up from the General Goods Store, right? Good morning, Mr. Ronan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragas? I don't know. Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid the new Stragas aren't out yet. Do you have to lay a issue with the Liberal News, though, or you should have them around noon? Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop again after training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Oh, okay, so we don't actually have it yet. Oh, that's not it. We need to go to the Bracers Guild. Where's that? Is it back here? No, that's the Orb Factory. That's the Orb Factory, too. Wait. I thought I saw Bracers Guild. Hold on. I don't go to the clock tower. There we go. Okay. We made it. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Anna. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yeah, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally recognize the members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. Aina. We'll do our best. Aina. Sherazard. The Star and the Hangman. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Fuck yeah. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. This is my last day of training. I figured, why not? I'm ready to get the show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure the high-spirit attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of the information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Well, Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick to her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ordinate with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described you all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with the tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time you start your final training. Oh, let's go get trained. It's okay, Sarah. I get how they feel. It's like when I deal with Stevie sometimes. Yeah, true, Raph. True. I'll give you a brief rundown of how the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Rude. Okay. What would you like to know about? About orbnets. We kind of already know this because we have played, a couple of streams of Cold Steel. Orbnets are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only about 50 years since the invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. About bracers. Bracers are investigate and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crimes, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. Oh, they're like fucking Jedi. They're like the Jedi. The Bracer Guild, which was established branches across the continent, manage the affairs of the bracers in each region. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Sumerian continent and abunds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbits. Orbits technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. What? Stop. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Yes, sir.
It's liberal.
Liberal?
Yes.
I've been on Facebook too much.
Yes, you have.
Laboral. Got it. Let's see. Since we got a amount of stuff to do today, let's let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to practical portion of your training. Sherzad? Oh, excuse me. Sure. How is today's practical training? Any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if it was a real bracer job. So what you're saying is there won't be any sitting in a desk involved. It's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure you have to work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, it's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with a tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts to the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have it. Let's have at it, sorry. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. Before that, there's something we need to give to both of you. Aina? Are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get some for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Receive Bracer Notebook. Alright? Bracer Notebook serves as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear, anything that you may find anywhere. These kind of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Isn't that Showtime actually showed, Showtime came over to show the kids his cop car and stuff, and he's like, this is my most effective tool, and pulls out his little notebook that he writes stuff down in.
Handy dandy notebook.
That's right. Understood. Crap, this sounds like a lot. It's going to be a pain. Oh, please tell me if it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Damn. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. All right, then. Let's begin. Damn, she is a bitch. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation point mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Excuse me? Okay, she's a bitch to Estelle. Is that better? Is that better?
Excuse me.
Okay, chill. I'm not saying she's not amazing. I'm just saying that, like, she's being kind of stank to Estelle. But, to be fair, Estelle is being kind of stank too. So, anyway. Training, retrieval new. Oh, this is kind of cool. Client. Sherazard's our client. 500 mirror, direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Sherazard for details. Oh, I already have it. Detail the job confirmed the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button in the Configuration menu. Okay. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a Bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which needs immediate attention is also an important duty for Bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in these jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. That's so had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all the motivation is awesome, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Meldo's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain these things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here's where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. As an orbital factory, you can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the experts. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So what is it you would like to know about? Orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that light airship engines and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we'll be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to make the owner's personal aptitude, the structure for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed element slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it you would like to know about? Orbital arts. Simple put, orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle ordnance. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Sepith, not sepith. Sepith, got it. Orbments are also set up that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. So we've kind of gone over that a little bit in Cold Steel. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water element value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than that I have described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So what is it you like to know about? Quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz have been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbit and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. Last one. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, mirage, and heart. Just kidding, I made up the last one up. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the orbital factory it can be used to synthesize quartz and open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. Done. Looks like Mr. Mello's have answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. We got some. That amount you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, once you begin first making elemental quartz, that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time element quartz. Normally, the shop you'll be exchanging sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Upon approach the counter, a talk. Okay, got it. Alright, so we got to holler at my man here.
Been here for real quick. This is where it's going to be a little bit different from Cold Steel.
Okay.
So Cold Steel kind of just streamlined it. Like if you got, say, Blazing Butterfly or something, you would get Blazing Butterfly by just slotting it into a quartz.
Right.
Now you've got to have certain quartz in a certain row to get that skill unlocked.
Damn.
So it's going to be much more challenging to get certain spells that you want, stuff like that. So basically go on in and look at your orbment real quick.
All right, slot. Estelle. Openable. Wait. Already open.
All right. So you see like how she's got the 3 golds and the 2 blues.
Right.
All right. Well, those 2 blues connect. The 3 golds connect. So whatever you put in those gold slots is going to combine and it'll open up more. So like if you put in 3 fires, you're going to get a really good fire at the end of it. But if you put in like 2 reds and a green, you're going to get some decent red and some kind of weak green.
Okay.
That's kind of what it's going to be like.
All right. So should I open up orange or blue right now?
It doesn't really matter at this point.
Oh.
But
It says, it says
but
insufficient slippeth.
as you go on, I mean, you'll get more quartz and stuff, and you'll be able to tinker and play with it more and do more advanced setups. But for a while, it's not going to matter too much. So basically, for like the first quarter of the game, just slot in whatever you want. But eventually, you can and probably will want to start building characters around certain ways.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the only difference between Sky, Crossbell, and Cold Steel. Because this system will go all the way up to Crossbell. Cold Steel is where it got streamlined.
All right. So what am I missing here? Oh, do I have to do this in the menu now? Like. Wait. So I talked to him and I made some quartz. I'm trying to slot them, but I can't slot them.
Yeah, you go into your normal menu and slot them, like your.
Oh. Am I in the wrong?
You only talk to him when you want to make quartz, or when you want to open up your orbment slots. To actually slot them in, you go into your menu. No, not that menu. The other menu. No, not that.
Shit. How do I get to the other menu? What do I press?
Start maybe.
That's I am. I don't get anything.
Select.
I got nothing. There we go. I found it. Okay. Equip? No, orbit. Boom. Joshua. Boom. Nailed it. Alright, it looks like you're able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the art you can use. Now install a quartz in the orbit so you can use both recovery and attack arts. I did it. Now install a quartz in the orbits. Wait, I did it. Open up a slot. It wouldn't let me do it. I tried to do it earlier, but I'm gonna have to just use HP1 here. I didn't have enough other stuff. All right, let's see. You got both recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other, like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allowed you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz chart in your bracer's notebook and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open up a new slot in your ordinance. Okay. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now, I want you to use the Sepith and open up a slot in each of your orbits. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Okay. Oh, whoops. Modify. I guess let's open this one. Oh. Well, let's open. I guess let's open this one. Since your seminal slot is not limited to a particular element, you're free to install any type of course you like. Okay. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Noda presents Weeping After Dark. That's right. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mentioned, I vaguely remember some sort of talk about those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense I'm worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for it. How about a little less yapping, a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Mr. Meadows, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cash just drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what I said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Braves notebook, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job list you mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine ideas. I give it to thee for the infinite grace upon bestowing us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were actually all crazy about the Orbital Factory. Aha, I can already feel the nostalgia. All these horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have a go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. Max Knife, you dropped her and bonked her on the head for a critical hit. No shit, right? Yeah. This is supposed to be a test. How about the both of you try to look at least a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. Hee hee, we'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyways, you both saw on the bulletin board this test will be a search conducted in Roland Sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewer is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. At least let me give you this before I forget. Received Terror Bomb ×3. Received Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Don't forget that this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Alright. Alright, fam. It's almost midnight. I think this is going to be it. Oh, and thank you, Showtime, for being here in voice. And thank you, Ralph Prime, for your pointers tonight. Do you do different voices, Dad? I try to alter them a little bit. Right? I'm trying to alter them a little bit. So, I don't know. I don't want to be too cringe with my voices. I don't know. So I'm trying my best not to be a tryhard. But I don't know. Okay, so let's be cringe, just own it, and it'll be okay. Got it. Alright, I'll be cringe AF. Just for you, Aaron. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Of course, Stevie B and the beautiful embodied voice has been
Showtime.
And we'll see you next time.